Welcome back to another episode of Hippie's Chopper Corner. We are still snowed in down here in the south. So I'm taking advantage of this time off I got. Yep, still good and snowed in out there. But I got the shop warm. I got the heater turned off right now because it's loud, but changing up my game plan. I know I talked a big game about getting rid of the electric start on this bike, but I came up with a good idea. Now these videos might be out of sequence, I don't know. I think y'all are probably going to see the Ironhead video before you see this one, but I haven't decided yet because I'm out here just trying to film while I've got time off and work on some of these bikes. But this bike has a really good running stock 74-inch Shovelhead in it. Stock engine, stock pistons, stock cam, all of that. Not too bad to kick through. This bike, on the other hand, has an S&S We hadn't measured it yet. We hadn't mic'd it, so we don't know exactly what it's built to. But it's got 9-to-1 pistons in it, 30 over. It's an 80-inch 9-to-1 pistons. I think it's a J-grind cam. I'm not sure. I believe that's what was on it when I pulled the cam cover off, because I finally pulled it off. Well, I've decided, pulling motors again. I know this motor's played musical chairs. I'm going to pull, what I should do is pull the motor out of the David Man bike and put it in this one so the numbers match. But I ain't going to do that. That's too much work. Damn all that. Titles match the frame. That's what's important to me. But I'm going to pull this motor, since it's a high compression motor, hook, and it's going to go in this build. I'm fixing to pull this motor, put it in that bike, so it's an easier to kick bike, and I'm going to keep the electric start with that high compression motor right there. I'm still going to make this bike a rigid. Whether it'll be a chopper style or not, I don't think so. I'm keeping the FLH front end, the big headlight bezel, probably do, I don't know what bars I'm going to do on it. I'm not going to do A-painters that were on it. I want to try to keep the folded hinge fender and just try to make it look like a pre-1957 Harley. You know, just make it a rigid like the old bikes used to be. Not really chopperize this one. But I'm going to keep that electric start. Although I will have to get new clutches. Those damn anti-rattle steel plates, they're shot. All the little BBs that fell out. But that's what my goal is right now, is pull this motor and pull this motor out today, and hopefully, well, ain't that just crazy? That boat had a 9/16 hand on it. The other one's got a 1/2 inch on it. I tried to have my tools ready before I started filming, but I guess I had the wrong ones. I don't want y'all to have to sit there and stare at my back. So, talked to my my boy Slick up at Slickhead Custom Cycles, and he said they just got hit with about 4 inches of snow. He was hoping for a snow day today, and he called me this morning, or he texted me this morning and said, man, company sent out an email and said they're going to do a 1 hour delay. He was like, damn, I thought I was going to get a snow day out of the deal. I'm like, it ain't like in the South, bro. We get a dust and shit shuts down around here, which I may get to go to work tomorrow. I have a lot of PTO time, so I'm not worried whether I work this week or not, but we just acquired another building, and we're going to move our metal shop into that new building. And if we can get the 10,000 pound forklift delivered, which Nashville still pretty well crippled right now due to the roads, if we can get it delivered, I think that us supervisors may come in and start moving some equipment. We may not bring any crews in, but and it's fine. I have a schedule that I'm used to. You know, being home for a few days is fine. I'll spend every day out here in this shop, you know, working on something, because there's always something to do out here. But you know, eventually I need to go back to my regularly scheduled program. You know, back to my job. That's what I'm used to. Yes, and these are some long-winded bolts that hold these tanks on. And gotta be careful, because I don't want to drop the tank either. Come out there, rascal. And fortunately, I drained these tanks real good, so. But I got something I want to show y'all in here on this one. Let me pull this half back out of here. Keep up with this hardware. I'm the worst about keeping up with my hardware. I don't bag and tag shit. I'll set it somewhere and be like, oh, remember that's right there. That goes here. And then when the time comes, I'm like, where the hell's that bolt at? But I saw this on a Facebook page the other day. One of them Shovelhead pages I'm on, and somebody was asking about it, and it's kind of new to me too. These extra engine mounts right here. I don't believe that to be factory. There's one in the back, and there's one in the front right there. And I don't believe those to be factory. I could be wrong. I don't know. Damn, I feel like that head might have a repair on it. I hope not. But anyway. I don't know what it's going to take to get that out of there. I'm going to go ahead and pull. Shit, that just spins. Go ahead and pull this motor here out before I pull that one over there out. Because this motor here ran good. This is one that had the Ultima carburetor on it, Ultima Super E. And the choke is different, or the enrichener is different. It's got a bigger bore on the enrichener. But I've got a rebuild kit for S, and I got several. I try to keep them. Because S&S carburetors are the ones that I know. Let's see, where are we going to set this coil? We're just going to set it right here. It's right there. I'll remember it's right there, guys. All right. I don't want to lose none of these inner primary parts either. We'll just shove it down here with the rest of the damn junk. I'm so unorganized. It's amazing I get anything done, really. So, I need to pull the kickstand, get it out of the way so I can get to the bolts, take the top motor mounts off, remove the lower motor mounts. Engine should come right out. All right, I'm gonna pause y'all for a little bit. I'll bring y'all back here shortly. Let me get some work done. You're not gonna wanna just sit and watch me do this. All right, we're making a little bit of progress. I did get the kickstand off of it. Voltage regulator. That's some crazy hardware they've got in it. I guess y'all can see that. I had the two bolts on the left side of the kickstand spring. I couldn't get a socket on them. I had to sit there and turn them a quarter turn at a time. That stator plug is messed up. I'm gonna take a look at it right quick. Damn, them springs, them magnets are good in this one. Let me grab a rag. Let me grab a wag. Wipe it down with this wag. That output shaft seal's leaking. That stator plug's got RTV on it. Not finding any helicoils or anything, that's good. Careful putting these back on, they'll get your fingers. Because when it grabs, it grabs. We're gonna keep tearing this motor down, guys. Or trying to get this motor out, I should say. I already got that top one out. I think this is something aftermarket you can buy. And you weld that on right there. And that just sits down and it's aluminum block on the bottom of it. That piece of steel mounts to that aluminum. That way you've just got aluminum on aluminum. This threads down into here, and then you thread it up into here, kind of like you would a push rod. And then you lock it down with that jam nut right there. But I don't understand what it's for. I mean, Shovelheads have 3 mounting points, the front, the back, and your top motor mount. I mean, I've seen that on some bikes on YouTube, on Facebook, some of them Facebook groups. Oh, check it out. I got some old slick videos playing. Sometimes when I'm out here and I got my music going, I'll go and click on his channel and just sit there and let his videos play through with commercials and everything, because that helps that brother get paid. Not that we're making a ton of money doing this. I think I've made $50 in 3 weeks. That'll pay for that stand right there, that's it. It don't pay for the thousands of dollars you invest for the recording equipment. But it's all good. I enjoy doing this, man. Maybe someday I'll see a real return on it. Who knows? But I'm gonna try to get this back one out and this top one off, and then we'll pull those lowers out and we'll get that motor out of there. I'm gonna drop this lift down and pull the motor out. I see a lot of people, they'll put them on and off the lift. To me, it's easier to get them out of the lift, out of the bike when they're on the ground and set them in the bike, especially the Shovelheads, because you pick them up and set them in their cradle instead of trying to pick it up, hold it like this, and extend all that weight out, you know, causing your back to be a fulcrum point. But that's just me. I'm sketchy. All right, finally got this motor ready to come out. I got a couple of engine stands to set it on right here. I got TC Brothers sells one. I think it's $60. But you got your own steel. They'll just make you one. They're good for shovel heads, knuckleheads, panheads, Evos. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna clear. I don't know if I can get it out without taking that fucking floorboard off. Maybe, let's find out. Ain't gonna be easy, but I think it'll come out. Fuck. I didn't expect that to happen. That's what happens when you're by yourself. These motors ain't like no. There we go. Oh, that's the damn oil sending wires, what that is. Where's my nippers? We don't need no stinking oil sending light. Get that out of my way. And then there's my points wire right there. Fuck that floorboard up, didn't I? Tore that tab right off of it. That's all right, it's still got 3. I can get them back in there. Oh well. Good God, this motor. Bike was filthy. I'll show y'all a little bit. From 20 feet away, this bike looked great. But it was bad. Y'all see how bad it is. Just all the oil. But it needed some TLC, and I didn't realize how much TLC it needed when I bought it. So that's why she's getting stripped on down. But I got a question, because this is the only one. My other one ain't like this. This one has 2 crank breathers. And I was told some of these engines did scavenge some of the oil back from the chain oiler. I don't know how much truth is in that, but there's 2 crank breathers right here. I'm probably just gonna tee them together, you know, because there's my vent back to the oil tank. Oh, here's my feed. And that's my return. Feed, return, vent back. Top one should be a crankcase breather. That one's new to me. I'll probably just tie it into this one and let it crank. And I'm beginning to wonder if there's some case replacements on here. I need to check the belly numbers. Although Harley did have some horrible match coming out of the factory, it wouldn't surprise me that, you know, Harley would send something out during the AMF years looking like that. It wouldn't surprise me a bit, but this engine needs to be cleaned up really good. Now, I was told it had a top end done on it. But gaskets anyway, head gaskets, rocker gaskets. But we're going to clean it up. Have it ready to go before we stick it in. But, so I clean that motor up. I'm going to pull that motor out. And to pull that motor out, I'm going to pull the tank off of it just to be safe. Don't want to scratch the tank. And I'll have to pull the exhaust off, all that, yada, yada, yada. And I don't know if I'll get to all that today, so I'll probably end this video here. Again, there's old Slick doing his thing. There's Greenie. Oh, there's the black chopper. I love Greenie. That's a cool ass old stock iron head, man. Good looking little bike. But anyway, another shout out to my painter, Fuse Bike Art. Thank everybody that tunes in. I hope this stuff keeps you guys entertained. Hopefully the next video, I'll show me pulling that motor out, maybe putting this in this. Probably 2 or 3 video series to get that motor installed. You know, because to get a 20-minute video, I filmed for a couple hours out here. So we're going to end this one here. Thanks for tuning in. Hippie's Chopper Corner, home of the sketchy chopper. We keep them sketchy all the time.